We lost the Super Bowl in 2002 to the New England Patriots at the Superdome, back then. And what happened the next year? What took place, and then what's Nick Sirianni going to have to be dealing with? And Mike Martz said this at the time as he was our coach for the Greatest Show on Turf and the Rams. And it's easy to coach bad teams, and to go out there and when you have a team that's grinding and coming up, and you have some young players, and you're really kind of trying to find your identity and build your worth. It's easy to coach those teams because you know what you do? You go out there and you work hard. You're climbing the mountain. You have great motivation.
Right.
We're going to be gaining and growing and building and making mistakes and hungry. We're hungry to get to the top. But what happens when you get to the top, right? When you're on the top, it's really hard to stay on top, because
everybody's gunning for
this
it.
is a hard game. Injuries take place. It is so much harder to coach talent in this league, because you have, the X factor of the injury. I want to get these guys prepared, but I don't want to beat them to the ground, and I don't want to lose the message. How do we keep them hungry, right? Are they self-motivated? Are they guys that are going to continue to push themselves? We just accomplished one of the best things ever. We had lost, and then we had a year in between, and then we found our way to the top. Now what? How am I going to stay hungry? What am I going to say to these guys next year to keep them motivated? And I think Mike Martz did a really good job, because it wasn't about what anybody else did. We had our own standard, and our standard was ourselves. Going out there and competing in practice and doing those things. But Nick Sirianni, as good as he's been in the league 4 years. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. He lost one. Now he's a Super Bowl champ.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be patting this guy on the back. Everybody's going to be patting,
he's going to get a new contract.
on the back.